What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie298 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And if you're seeing this video, you probably saw the video I uploaded late in the middle of the night. I uploaded a dramatic splash video, dramatic fat guy splash video showing my new body about a month ago. I guess it was about 2.5 months into the diet and exercise portion of all this stuff. Been about 3.5 months since we filmed that now, or since we started this entire process now. 3 months since the surgery. And I wanted to show you guys the differences with that video, but here's another way to look at that differences. Here's a screen cap from one of the first videos I filmed in this house a couple years back. That is a pretty dramatic difference for sure. Again, obviously the beard has gotten longer. My hair is a little bit longer, but you should be able to see the difference in my shoulders and just the overall, like even if I try to do that now, I can't take up that much space because my arms aren't as pushed out as they used to be. And obviously the loose skin and stuff like that. So anyway, today we did the first portion of my 3-month checkup at my doctor's office. They checked my body fat ratio, which has come down quite a bit. I tweeted out these statistics, so if I misquote them here, I apologize. But I'm 110 pounds down since the pre-op diet. I forget how much since surgery, 50, 60, 70 against surgery. Anyway, I'm weighing in at 430. You can do the math yourself based on what I've tweeted and said in previous videos. My BMI went down from like 75.1 to 64 or something like that. A pretty dramatic difference in the BMI. And then I lost 7.5 inches from my waistline. And the differences I've made elsewhere in my legs and my arms and everything else has been pretty dramatic. So I meet with the doctor next week, but this week I was meeting with the dietitian and the nurses. They checked my body fat percentage, which has stayed relatively the same. I've lost as much lean mass as I did fat, which is good because your body targets lean mass first. Whenever you go on an extreme diet like this. A lot of people scoffed at me when I told them how much lean mass I had. Last time I had 276 pounds of lean mass. Now I have, I think it's 240 or 230 pounds of lean mass left, which is still pretty good. A lot of people are like, there's no way you have that much lean mass. Well, I know the BMR doesn't seem to work out that way, but I will tell you this. I deadlift 500 pounds. Well, now 400 pounds every time I stand up. So it was a pretty good progress report overall. We did talk about a lot of the things that I might not be doing right, or, obviously increasing in exercise. And we increase my exercise every single day. And I'll tell you that the difference this last 30 days has been really, really dramatic. For those of you who don't know, my wife went out of town about a month ago. She's going out of town again soon here in November as well. And during that period of time, I ended up having to take care of myself, take care of the dog, take care of the house and all those things, which is not something I've been able to do for quite some time. I've had a lot of trouble, especially post-surgery, but pre-surgery for years, being able to take care of myself, being able to do house chores, to be able to even really sit comfortably or walk comfortably. And as you can imagine, that kind of thing really affects your anxiety levels. Well, that week alone, 5 days really, but that 5 days alone really made a huge difference because I was put into a position where I had to become self-sufficient again for a little while, and it has increased my comfort and decreased my anxiety, even my social anxiety. I'll tell you, my friend Remington had his birthday. You saw the Halloween video. We showed a bit of his birthday. But we went out to dinner with him on Sunday night. Huge group setting, 12, 14 people. And I think we've done that every year that Remington's had a birthday since we've known him, so 5 or 6 years in a row. This was the first birthday experience I got to enjoy. Partially because I was only able to eat a fraction of the food that I ordered. The rest came home, and my roommate ate it, my friend Chad. But on top of that, I was able to sit comfortably and participate comfortably and discuss things comfortably and just be a comfortable person. Knowing that I wasn't going to be miserable the entire experience really affects the anxiety. So I'm handling things a lot better than previously. And it's so funny because you don't really think about that kind of thing, how much the physical pain that I was in. And I'm still in maybe 75% of the back pain I used to be in. But still, that 25% reduction has meant the world when it comes to the anxiety. And you don't think about how that chronic pain really affects you as a person. And the type of person you are, the personality that you have because of it. You don't really think about the anxiety being affected by that kind of thing. Social anxiety, because I'm always worried that people are going to make fun of me and people are going to be mean to me because of how fat and weird I look. But on top of that, just knowing that anytime I do anything, it's going to be a miserable experience. But not so much. This last weekend, for Halloween, me and my wife went to a haunted house, a little rinky-dink affair over at Locomotion Arcade here. It was small. And, not that impressive. It's a small walkthrough, but it still was on my feet for about 10 minutes. The actors did a great job, and it was the first haunted house I've been to in 20 years. So I'm thinking as we progress this kind of thing, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do everything I want to do in 2018. But I obviously want to do VidCon if that's a possibility. I don't know for sure that it will be, but I'm 90% sure it's going to be. I want to travel more. I want to do more cons. There's even one group of people who run a charity that helps fund this surgery for people who need it. They've asked me to help. I'm hoping to participate with them and be able to do that and try to become a bit of an inspirational speaker outside of YouTube. Not that I think I'm that inspirational here, but some of you call me inspiring, and it means the world to me that you have. And I hope that this weight loss has been inspiring to you, even if I did do it the, quote, cheating way with surgery. Not the easy way. Maybe the cheating way, but not the easy way. I did have a pretty frustrating month. I did only lose about 10 pounds in the last 30 days, which is really, really frustrating. But my lymphedema came back, and my nurses and my doctors today were assuring me, that's the water weight. It's the water weight. You put on 20 pounds of water weight. Look at the difference in your waistline. Look at the difference in your arm. Look at the difference in your face. Obviously look at the difference of you walking and how much you're moving and how much less pain you're in and how much better you're sleeping and how much better your anxiety's gone. That's what's really important right now. But I'll tell you something. That 400-pound mark is definitely very important. So November and December, I want to lose at least 15 pounds each month. I really want to get under 400, and I think I'm going to. I know I'm going to, just to be honest with you. Now that the lymphedema has finally reached its max capacity, or at least where I think it's going to stop, I'm now at a point where I'm now losing a pound every couple of days again. Also found out that my scale at home is now officially broken. It was weighing me way too heavy. I think it's just stuck. Actually getting, knowing the difference between my home scale used to be like 4 pounds, and now it's like 10 pounds. And so that's, I think, a big part of it too. It's time to order a new scale. One that weighs less than 500 pounds. So I won't have to spend $1,000 on it. So that'll be good. But otherwise, everything is going relatively well. Me and the dog are fine. The family's fine. The house is fine. We just had a wonderful Halloween. Looking forward to a wonderful Christmas, and looking forward to a wonderful holiday season here on YouTube. Overall, YouTube is kind of like, you got the whole adpocalypse thing going on, and my views are not, skyrocketing or anything like that. I think I'm a few million views monthly per view than I used to be, or per month than I used to be. Kind of frustrating in that effect, but I knew that was going to be a side effect of the surgery and the side effect of spending less time in front of the computer. I knew that going into it, but for those of you who are still watching, those of you who do still care, thank you so much, and especially for those of you who put up with those sponsored videos. They've made up more than made up to the lack of income due to the ad apocalypse and everything else. So thank you guys for that. So basically, just overall, we're killing it. I was always afraid that this surgery was going to kill my YouTube career, and it hasn't. I was afraid the surgery was going to kill me, and it didn't. And I for the longest time, I think in the first couple of months after the surgery, I thought, I'm ruined. I've made the biggest mistake of my life. And as I'm finally able to get up and play with the dog, as I'm finally able to participate in going to shows and going to movies and doing stuff with my family and my friends and my wife, and being able to play, help around the house and just not be an invalid, it makes a really big difference. And it's made a big difference to my happiness. It's made a big difference to my health. It's made a big difference to my anxiety. And I'm looking forward to more. I'm looking forward to it. And I guess it goes back to say, I guess it goes back to that old terrible thinspiration. Nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. Not being thin, but being healthy. I don't know that I'll ever be thin, but I'm glad to be healthier, and I can't wait to be healthy. So, guys, that's it. I'll let you guys know a little bit more next week after we see the doctor and we talk to him about everything that's going on. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon.